Can you start with your name, please?
Michael Jacobson.
Michael Jacobson? Awesome.
Yes, sir.
And how old are you?
32 or 31. I'm pretty sure I'm 32. I had to do the math. Sometimes I forget.
Okay.
Right now I'm kind of stoned, so.
Okay. And then how long you been here in Denver?
Like 6 months. My first or second week here was the week of the riots.
Okay.
So,
back in June?
Yeah, it would have been May or June when I got here.
Okay. Where are you from?
I'm from Missouri. I've lived all over the country. This time I was living in Kansas for the past couple years, and I moved out here.
Okay. So where are you born?
Boulder. I was actually born in Boulder, Colorado.
Oh, you're native. Okay.
Yeah, well, I was adopted
Okay.
pre-birth. So when I was 2 weeks old, they moved me to Kansas,
Okay.
and then down to Missouri, and I've just been kind of all over the place.
All right. So you were here from Kansas, and then for the riot. So where have you been staying the whole time?
I've stayed at 3 of the shelters that are here in Denver, and I keep kind of getting put into situations where my past comes up to bite me, or my mouth is getting me in a lot of trouble. You know what I mean? Like, I got put in a situation where I woke up and saw a situation that reminded me of prison, and it kind of took me back to those times, and I jumped up ready to fight, and because I was aggressive, it got me kicked out of the shelters. So I'm currently banned from the shelters, and now I'm looking for a tent right now.
I'm sorry. Gosh, so as far as, let's talk about some other stuff. When we were here, you were like beating your little drumsticks there.
Oh, yeah, drumsticks, yeah.
You said you got $5 yesterday, just out of nowhere. You're playing a little thing. So,
Yeah, right up on 16th Street Mall. That's the first money I've ever made performing like street music.
But you said you love music. So let's talk about that.
I love music, man. I've been playing music since I was in 6th grade. I played tuba.
That's a big instrument.
Yeah, well, I was a big boy.
Were you the last one to pick? Why did you get that one?
Because I was a big boy. I weighed 318 pounds.
No, you didn't.
I promise.
You're like literally half that right
When
now.
I was 16, 17, I weighed 318 pounds.
Well, what are you right now, 170?
I'm probably 170
No shit.
in the midst of an addiction.
Oh my God. Okay. So let's go back to this. Tuba is an awesome instrument. What else?
I played tuba all through high school. I played in some symphonies around the country.
Mm-hmm.
I was being taught by like a prestigious euphonium teacher from Branson, Missouri.
What's his name?
Leon Bradley.
Leon Bradley from Branson, Missouri. Why was he famous?
I'm really not sure. I was back in high school back then, and I really just, I didn't necessarily have I wouldn't say the passion for the music back then, but I just had the talent for it.
So tuba was your first instrument?
It was my first instrument, and I'm completely...
What grade were you when you got it?
Sixth grade.
Gotcha. Okay, so then you're playing. And then what other things did you learn to pick up, music-wise?
My grandma taught me a little bit of piano, and then I'm self-taught a little bit on piano, a little bit of bass. And then I've been playing drums since I was probably 15.
Okay.
I think, and so, but I've had a drum set the entire time I was playing. This is my first kind of introduction to playing on buckets, and I'll play on your camera if you want me to. Probably kind of expensive,
yeah,
but he says no. He says no way.
Yeah. That's cool. So do you think you're gonna try to be doing some of this stuff now going forward, as far as maybe playing your sticks, or?
Man, I don't know. I have a real confidence issue with it, even though
confidence. It sounds pretty good. What we just heard.
Yeah, I know.
And somebody just gave you $5. You weren't even trying at that point, were you?
No.
Oh,
no.
See, so yeah.
But man, what I want to do is look. I really feel a huge class division in at least in Denver right now. You know what I mean? I come from a good family. My mom was a parent. My dad was a banker. And then I've been here, so I've lived all walks of life, and right now I really feel a class division where you go in and you've got these people who are looking down on us like we're all, like all homeless people are criminals, and like we're all out here homeless because we're junkies, or because they judge us instantly that we're doing this. And I spent my first 3 months here with a backpack full of food from the Salvation Army, just passing it out to homeless people. I didn't take a job because I didn't need one. I just passed out food. You know what I mean? But I was still being judged as if I was doing something wrong in life, because that was my life choice.
Well, I guess let's talk about class division. So, how did you grow up then? What you saying, you're like upper middle class, or however you would describe it?
I'd say middle class, good middle class.
Were you ever hungry for food?
Well, I weighed 318 pounds, so I was always hungry.
Okay.
But no, I had everything I needed growing up.
Okay.
I could have gone. My dad would have paid for college for me. They paid for me to go to the Mayo Clinic for psychological testing when I was younger, to I mean, I had a good upbringing. It was
Okay.
my choices that.
Okay. So did you
With-
finish high school?
No, I got my GED when I
Your
was 16.
GED. Okay. And it was high school a good experience for you, or was it tough? Or
I mean, okay, so I was 318 pounds. I had braces and Tourette's.
okay.
Yeah, high school wasn't fun for me. you know.
So music tuba was more of a kind of calm place, happy place for you.
Yeah, and then I got expelled from school one day, and Grandma decided that was the day to buy me a drum set,
Okay.
and it's been on ever since. I play drums on anything. I love it.
Okay. I guess as far as Tourette's, I've not actually met someone with Tourette's before. Are you? Have you been able to manage that, or how is it in your life now?
It was kind of bad when I was younger. I would roll my eyes, especially in nervous situations.
Yes.
So like if you were a teacher and you were coming on to me and I'd roll my eyes, you'd be quit rolling your eyes. I'd roll my eyes more.
It makes you nervous.
Yeah, because it made me nervous.
I see.
And then I had this throat tick. It was like a weird hiccup thing, and that one went away. I'll still roll my eyes on occasion.
Yeah.
But I mean, I had therapy with a lot of kids that were with the outburst version of Tourette's, and it's a real thing, and it's serious.
Maybe we can just track your life, but you just veer off anytime. But like, so you didn't get a traditional diploma, you got a GED.
GED, yeah.
Did you want to go that way, or was GED your plan B?
No, it wasn't really my plan at all. It was more or less. I had an abusive stepdad in the situation who basically said I was going to drop out. My grades weren't anything. I mean, I probably wasn't going to graduate anyway, besides band and art.
You're an artist too.
Well, I mean, it's easy to pass an art class.
Okay.
When art teachers
But
are
you love
stubborn.
music, I know.
I love music. I do love art. I do love art. No, it wasn't my choice, but I mean, I guess in the long run, it's all my choice. You know what I mean?
Bro, but it sounds like you had kind of a raw deal a little bit. I'm sorry about your abusive stepdad. Can I ask you? You said you went to prison too for a while,
Yeah, I went to prison.
How recent was that? How long were you there? And that's what you did?
I went to prison in 2012. Got out in 13. Then went back till 16. My first case was possession of methamphetamine. My second case was possession of methamphetamine, and my third case was criminal use of explosives, putting law enforcement at risk.
What was that one about?
I threw a Molotov cocktail at the neighbor's house, a bottle of gasoline in it and a rag on top. Threw it at the neighbor's house for trying to get my dog put down.
Oh, well, I guess there's a reason for everything. We could go into that if you like.
I mean, we can. It was for.
I wonder what motivates someone to throw a Molotov cocktail.
They tried to put my dog down. I was drinking, and it was on the 4th of July, which is really what saved me. That's what kept me from doing 25 years in prison, and it didn't go off.
Okay.
But I got drunk, and it just seemed like probably something I saw in a movie, and I just.
Well, let's talk about your dog. Why did they want to hurt your dog?
Because of the drums. I know this sounds crazy, but the drums are loud. They had a new baby, and so I'm real used to going over and being like, hey, look, I know the drums are kind of loud, but here's my number. If you need to call me, I can play at a different time. And the neighbors were going ballistic. She was a social worker. He was the principal of the high school, and they were just going ballistic. They weren't having it. So I decided to play drums till like 9:59 every night. You know, because
right to the noise ordinance.
Right to the noise ordinance.
Yeah.
And my grandma thought it was hilarious. My grandma was awesome.
Yeah.
I love you, grandma. Yeah, they just weren't having it. So I had a pit bull in a non-pit bull city, and they called and tried to get my dog put down. That's
out of spite.
Spite, yeah.
That's wrong.
Yeah, well, so was throwing a bomb at their house.
Well, I don't know. That's complicated. So, how long were you in jail for 3 years, or prison for 3 years for that?
2012 to 2016, so 4 years. I did like almost 4.5. And then I've done parole violations since then.
Well, can I ask before we talk? I don't know if you want to talk about parole violations, but while you're in prison, can you talk about how you spent time for 3 years?
Man, I did my time good. I played cards, worked out a lot. The second time I was in there, I worked out a lot. I came out super swole.
What was your weight when you went into prison?
You know, I don't know, probably 190, 180, 190.
So how did you lose 100 pounds from 318 to that point, I guess?
I was 16 or 17 when I weighed that much.
318?
When I weighed 318.
Yeah.
And honestly, it was just walking. And this was before I ever did drugs, before I ever even smoked a cigarette. I lost my weight. Just because people don't believe that, but I would just walk downtown all night, moving out of my grandma's house, my dad's house, to where I wasn't just smashing food and sodas all the time. Sugar-free Kool-Aid and ramen noodles, and that did it.
Were you trying to lose weight, or you just started walking and then you noticed you were
Just
losing
walking
weight?
in a diet. Diet was everything. Diet was, when I studied fitness in prison, diet's 75% of whatever you do in the gym. It's 75% of your...
What goes in, right?
Is what goes in, yes.
So are you still able to maintain diet or nutrition out here? It's got to be hard, but like how are you able to sustain yourself?
I mean, there's been times when you're in a shelter here, they give you free meals and stuff. But when I have been out of the shelters, and this is even sometimes where where I was in the shelter, I'd just go out for the night, just to go out. I've eaten out of these trash cans on 16th Street Mall. I mean, the best breakfast burrito I've ever had was wrapped up in foil in a trash can. You know what I mean? But at that point, when you're eating out of a trash can down here, you got such a pride issue that if you were to make fun of me while I'm doing it, I'm probably gonna kill you. You know, I mean, it's just that was the lowest of the low for me. You know, it was eating out of these trash cans. And now I still look in the trash cans because I find all sorts of cool stuff in the trash cans.
Yeah.
Right here in Denver. But
well, you strike me as a super resourceful person. Like, what are you able to do for income? Like, on a per weekly basis, like, how much income can you earn while still finding a way to rest? You know what I mean? Like, on a sustainable basis, how much money can you make?
I mean, it depends. Like, I kind of rely on the stuff that I find, and when I say find, I don't mean I don't steal it. I picked up a pallet one day because I was in the pallet industry for 5 years, and I looked down. There's a helmet, so I pick it up and I put on this helmet. I wear it around for like 5 days, and then I Google it. It's $450 helmet.
Oh my God! Yeah.
You know, so I mean, I sold it for like $200 cash, real quick. And so some weeks it's hard, but there are. I mean, you get taken care of out here. You know what I mean? If you're a good person and you bring respect to the homeless community, because I mean it's all connected. I see the same people. They'll help you out. So God or whatever your belief is, you know, I'm still soul searching and re-soul searching, but something good will come into your path. You know what I mean? If you're out there starving, somebody's gonna come into your path and say, "Hey man, I got a little bit of extra food. You want this?" You know what I mean? And there's people out here, there church groups that are passing out food. I still think we need way more of it. There's still that class division, and there's a couple understandable things: the bike thefts, the litter, and the drug paraphernalia all over the place. That is understandable for you to not like homeless people. But
well, let's just talk about class division again, though. So you did 3 years or more, and then how were you released? I mean, what tools did they give you to, I guess, get to where you wanted to do? I guess.
Oh, nothing.
Nothing. Did they even have an ID for you, or
not a state ID?
Like a paper to get a state ID?
I had a prison ID. I mean, I was able to get everything, and I did my time. My time I did in Kansas. I wasn't in Colorado.
Okay, yeah.
So, but they released me to Missouri. They didn't give me much, but I stayed out. For a while, and you know, I just went back on a 90-day PV for drug use, and.
Can I ask? I guess for you, so why are you on the street right now? I suppose. Like, do you have family that can help you, or anyone to turn to?
Still love you, Mom.
Place to stay, you know?
No, my family's out in Missouri, man. Honestly, I'm watching this guy over here. Oh, that's your guy. My bad. See, that's one thing about being out here. I mean, you gotta watch your stuff. It'll be gone like that. It'll be gone
I heard, yeah, and we are watching it for you. Though.
Okay, thank you. What was the question? You just asked.
I asked if you had anyone you could go to.
Oh, my family. Okay.
You mentioned your mom. You loved her.
Yeah, I love you, Mom, but I need to come home. I'm looking for the back door of Denver right now. Like this, I saw a storm coming the other day. I'm not prepared for winter at all. Like I'm in shorts. You know what I mean? I was in shorts all night last night. I've kind of lost most of my clothes. I got a pair of sweatpants. Got a sleeping bag last night. I'm going for a tent today. Walmart, watch out. I need out of Denver personally, and it's just I came unprepared. You know what I mean? I came unprepared. Started struggling with some stuff, and I started having a lot of fun when I came to Denver. You know, the year before Denver, I went through a really bad breakup with this girl, and I'd fallen in love with her baby. So the year before was just bad. It was full of suicidal thoughts and it was in drug use, and it was really bad. So I came out here, and everything just seemed great. I had a little bit too much fun in Denver. Forgot that it snows out here.
So you were here last winter.
No,
Oh,
I've been here since May.
Oh, I got you. Okay. So now I got you. Are you able to make your way back home then?
My family is. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're doing the tough love thing.
Do they know your situation?
I don't know if they know how bad it is. I don't know if they know how serious it is. It's serious out here. I mean, look, I've been shot at. I carry knives, and I've had to pull them out in situations that I'm not aggressing on, but there's predators out here. It's rough out here, especially if you look like me. You know what I mean? Like I carry this presence. You know, my goal right now is to get into like a recovery house. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm trying to do, is get into some sort of sober living. I've done it in Kansas, but out here, they want $500 up front, $400 or $500 to get in these houses. Well, that's all cool for a drug dealer, but these people that are out here struggling with addiction who need a sober place to go, don't have $500.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you're good.
You're actually trying to get into a recovery house right now, and you just need the money to get in there.
Yeah. But not only that, I tried to go to a detox here. I mean, I tried to go to detox, Denver Cares, and when I blew a 0.0, they were like, "You're sober," and I'm like, "Wrong drug, honey." You know what I mean? But they booted me out of the detox. So I went to the hospital, tried to go to a detox there, and they booted me out. And everyone just treated me like, "Quit seeking help for your problems, man. Quit it." You know what I mean? I don't know what it was, you know. And so I'm on this little wave right now of, I want to get into something better. I know there's something better, and I've done better, but I'm stuck where I'm at right now.
The situation you're describing to me is just really messed up beyond belief. I can't even comprehend why as a society, we're failing you like this.
Society is failing me to the point where it's like, I mean, I'll say something to somebody, and they'll just look at me like, "Get away, wet dog." You know what I mean? And me, I mean, there's two versions of me. There's the calm version that's just probably too stoned to deal with you, and there's a version of me that, like, I'm going to show you justice. I'm going to show you that that's not how you treat people.
Yeah.
You know, I'm out here. You can look at my Facebook. I got videos of me with the RTD security staff on there because they were bulldogging a mentally ill guy. So I decided to insert myself in the picture and put him on camera, and you know. But I see that a lot, man. I see people picking on mentally ill people and homeless people, and
who's picking on mentally ill people?
When I say picking on, I mean trash talking. You know, like there was a girl on a train when I was in there, and I had these dry erase markers. You know, you can erase them with your hands, mm-hmm. And I had a habit. I was writing on all the bus windows, train windows, everywhere. Good messages, hearts, love each other. And this girl was having this schizophrenic like freak out. Kind of like you guys saw the girl over here, right?
What type of, was she, how old was she, what was she like, what was her situation?
I don't know, because she's always got her hood up, but she's been stalking me for like 4 months. She finally made contact the other day. Okay. So I don't know. We're going to leave that one off camera.
All right.
But she's had her freak out, and this guy starts going, shut the fuck up to her. And I'm like, she doesn't know what she's doing right now. So I go over there and I write #LoveEachOther on the train window. And this guy went ballistic. He goes, I don't want to see that shit in my city. Like that's illegal, it's graffiti.
So what was this guy like? How was he dressed?
Oh, I think he was in Broncos jersey. Kansas City Chiefs Super Bowl champions this year.
You bring that up?
Anyway.
You know we're Broncos fans here, right? All right.
And so he said, I'm going to tell on you when we get to Union Station. So
yeah.
He didn't know they all know me at Union Station. So I get on, I call security, and they come over, and I'm like, I did it. I wrote on the window with my dry erase marker like a little baby gangster, and I'm not going to erase it. And he says, you got a cigarette? I said, yes, sir. He says, go over there and sit down smoking. You're in timeout. I said, fuck off, and I walked off.
Yeah.
Denver's changing me, and I don't know if it's just Denver, but just being out here on the streets and some of the shit that I've had to go through, it's hardened me a little bit, but it calloused me a little bit. But it's definitely changing me, and it's change I really don't like, but there's aspects of it that I do like.
Can I ask what are a couple things that you would like if we as a city or Denver, or maybe back at home when you go back to Kansas, the people of Kansas, like if society could invest in you, like what would be the deal that you would need to be what society wants you to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's always what you want to be, and then there's what people want you to be.
I'm never going to be what society wants me to be, because society wants me to have a normal 40-hour week job, and I don't like the number 40.
Yeah.
It just doesn't sound good to me, you know what I mean? My thing is, why am I going to work the same amount as you if I don't want as lavish of a lifestyle as you? You know what I mean?
Well, you shouldn't, and I don't want to have a lavish lifestyle either, I guess. I know that's the way I am, but, you know, I guess my question is, like...
Well, I don't mean you personally. I just mean as society.
I know. I hear what you're saying.
You
but,
know?
like, and I'm dressed this way because I want the people who I want to show this to, who aren't necessarily liking my videos.
No, you look GQ, man. You're good.
Well, I want to be serious.
Yeah.
I want you to know I'm serious, but, like, what... I get it. Society doesn't want to look at you, but I'm just saying, like, if you could be mayor, let's change it. Let's change the question completely. If you could be mayor of our city, Denver, and you've only been here not that long, so maybe you're the wrong person to ask, but what would you do to fix this place? Like, and I'm not going to say overnight, because nothing can be fixed overnight, but if you had 10 years and some resources, like, what should the mayor of this city do to... some of these ills that you're telling me about, how would you fix them? So I need solutions if you got some, you know?
Right now they're running, they're bulldozing all the tent communities, and I get the one up here. This is your state's capital, and there's needles all over. I get that one, but they're going to have to find a way to coexist. You know, you can live in a loft there, but I might have to live in a tent right here. There's nothing I can do about that right now. One of my little kind of brainstorm projects, and that's what I do. I daydream all the time.
I'm here.
But
best one right now.
I want to start I can't tell you the best one. That's $1 million idea, and you might steal it. I want to start food trucks that feed homeless people at homeless hotspots 3 times a day, right? So these food trucks, obviously, I'm going to hire someone that I know to cook and pay them a good wage and get them off the streets. But I want the food truck, on the back of the food truck has the mission of whatever this nonprofit does, the story of, how we're feeding, filling empty stomachs. And then I go to places like Golden Corral or Captain D's, McDonald's, and say, if I can commit to this amount of money and, this much beef or whatever, I'll put your logo right here next to my little heartwarming story. It's free advertising. And I've talked to, like, the Denver Rescue Mission, because people are there about it. I talked to this millionaire whose house I was helping remodel, and they all seem to think it's a good idea.
You got an idea that's even better than that one?
Huh.
Did you say you have an idea that's even better than the one you
but that one's really selfish because I'm going to make millions off it. Yeah, it's got to do with these little scooter things.
Okay, let me give a... Director, before we cut, what other questions do you have? This is fantastic.
Yeah, this is really good. It's funny. I was struck by this story where you tried to firebomb your neighbor.
Oh, that one?
I think you said it was 4.5 years for that.
No, I did a year for that. I did 4.5 for my second possession of drugs. I did more time for possession of methamphetamine in Kansas than I did for the firebomb. Granted, it was 4th of July.
Is there any particular reason why? Like, did you get like the full sentence then for a first drug offense, or was there a reason why it was such a harsh sentence?
That was my second drug offense. Was 3.
Second drug offense. What was your first one?
It was a year of probation with 12 months underlying. But I mean, I've never done probation. I'm not good at that.
You said something like that earlier.
Yeah, so okay. I ended up doing the 12 months. But it's 12 months. Hey, you want to hear a funny story though? When you guys were getting ready to legalize marijuana out here in Colorado, right? I was sitting in a diagnostics unit in prison getting ready to go for the criminal use of explosives. And my cellmate, we're betting on whether you guys are going to legalize marijuana or not. And my cellmate was doing 3.5 years for less than a gram of marijuana when you guys legalized it.
3.5 years?
3.5 years for less than a joint in Kansas the day you guys legalized it. He was going to prison for 3.5 years. I think that's just crazy.
What prison were you guys?
That was in El Dorado.
Was that privately run, or who ran that prison?
Oh, Kansas runs all of Kansas's prisons.
Well, that's solid, right? You gotta respect that maybe, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I've been talking to others just about how prisons have become a business too. Some states, right? Private companies run it.
Yeah, you could go buy a prison if you got enough money.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
Yeah, let's do it.